The roar of the crowd was deafening. I nearly lost my balance, and the roar turned to a shocked "ooh." I fought off panic and allowed myself to rise upward. It was as if the orb were responding to my thoughts, acting as an extension of my brain. Before I could even think the word left, I was zipping to the left. I tried to relax and let myself connect to the loculus. I shot up into the sky, looped upside down, and then zoomed back to the ground, landing on my feet. Diary, I never dreamed I would be writing this, but it was easy. Yes, you heard that right. Massarym. Please forgive the mention of he who spoilt the sanctity of thy pages. Was hoisting a gigantic boulder over his head using the loculus of strength, while simultaneously using the loculus of invisibility to disappear, making it look like the boulder was levitating all by itself. Ha! I took the chance to launch straight up into the blue, cloudless sky. The crowd, my family, the noise, everything shrank and fell away. The strong wind in the sky whipped in my ears as I glanced down at the parade grounds. The stadium was a tiny platter on a green table. My family looked like ants. I wobbled as the ground swam before my eyes. Quickly, I looked away from the ground toward the top of the great onyx circle. Despite the clear day, the top of the circular ridge was ringed with dark clouds. Lightning knifed from the sky down onto the peak. Curtains of rain darkened the trees. It was as if the entire area was in a different day, or a different world. I looked back down at the performance below me, then again at the great onyx circle. Something was definitely wrong. "Karai!" came a call, distant, but directly in my ear. "Karai!" I hovered in the air, staring at the roiling mess in the sky above the circle, and suddenly I realized it was Massarym's voice I was hearing. "Come back down," it said. "Karai!" This is what I mean, Diary, when I say twins have a special connection. They can communicate without speaking. Even twins who are as different from each other as Massarym and I are. Then I felt a hand on my shoulder. I would have jumped in shock, but you can't really jump when you're hovering in the sky. I whipped my head around. There was Massarym, floating beside me, a mile up in the air. "How?" I spluttered. "Yow!" Massarym held tightly to my shoulder. Another loculus was in his free hand. "This one is remarkable," he said through gritted teeth. "It instantly transports you to wherever you want to go. Zap! Mother calls it teleportation. Not as fun as the others. It hurts to use it." "Incredible," I said. "I think I'll call it the loculus of Zap," he said. "Painful, but spectacular." "Massarym, you know something odd?" I said. "You are holding on to me, yet I do not feel your weight." "Really? Ah!" As an experiment, he had let go, and now he was plummeting downward. I could see him fumbling for his loculus of Zap, but in his panic, he let go, sending the orb off into the air. "Get him!" My loculus responded, accelerating me downward at a speed faster than Massarym's. As I touched his shoulder, my brother's fall ceased. I wrapped my arm around his waist. He was again flying with me. Together we continued onward to the falling loculus, and Massarym plucked that safely from the air. "Thank you," Massarym stammered. "By the gods, I sound like you!" "Ha ha!" I bellowed with joy. "Massarym, we now understand the property of the loculi."